Hey BookTube, glad you're here. This is Michael Romeo, and I'm talking about books. Because, hey, that's what the channel title says I do, right? And I am glad to do it. Come on, TARDIS, you want to come up? Okay, TARDIS is visiting. We've also got Toby up here. He's being my neck warmer. And he loves to sleep on my shoulders, and it's a wonderful thing. And Trappist is over here on the other chair, and Tetley is chasing the cats around the house. And I'm not sure where Toffee went. She may be down here. No, she's not there on the floor. I thought she was, but she's not. But anyway, why am I here today? Why am I doing content? Because I have a tag to do. And this is the Bring Browsing Back book tag. It was created by Karen at Roving Reader. So check out her channel. Please do. She has a great channel. And I was tagged by Micah Cummins. And again, another channel you need to check out. This kid is sharp, and when he reviews books, he reviews them well. And he's recently done a project of reading Dracula aloud on BookTube. And that was entertaining. And he does some great things. So check him out. I think you'll like him if you haven't met him already. So the prompts on this one, this is the Bring Browsing Back book tag. Don't try to say that too fast because somebody might slap you. Prompts. The first one, the magic of discovery. Share a book you found while browsing that you may not have discovered otherwise. And I thought about it for a while, and I had a memory pop up, like they will do it sometimes. They pop up often when you're my age. It's just like this random memory just pops up. And be nice to the kitties. TARDIS, be nice to the kitties. Come on. Okay, sorry about that. I remembered browsing in a bookstore and coming across a title called The Bookman's Wake. It's a book by John Dunnan, and it is a great mystery with bunches of bookish trivia. And I was just pleased as punch when I got it home and read it and realized how good it was. I picked it up on a whim based on its title, The Bookman's Wake. I figured Bookman and a mystery, it's got to be a book lover's delight, and it is. It's an absolute book lover's delight. Definitely recommend it. And it's part of a series, of course. Is there a mystery that isn't part of a series these days? But yeah, it's part of a series, and this is what I've read of the series has been very good. Expanding World. Share a book that has made you view things from a different perspective or exposed you to new ideas. And I came up with a book here that I'm actually going to be talking about a little more extensively in another bit of content that I'm planning to put up, because it falls into the category of that piece. But I'm going to use it here as well. It's called Pastrix by Nadia Bolz-Weber. And it's a memoir of a woman who was an alcoholic and drug addict on the skids, really bad, who shaped up her life and became a Lutheran minister with the ECLA branch of the Lutheran Church. And it made me look much more sympathetically at people who are on the down and out. I was more cynical about them when I was younger. Did not cut them much slack. But I now see them as people who deserve as much love as anybody else, and people who have potential, who you may not be able to see the potential. But I mean, just look at what Nadia Bolz-Weber has done in her life. And if you haven't read her books, she's written several books. They're all worth reading. and she also has an online presence. She's a firecracker. Um, she's very rough around the edges. She is not your carbon copy, cookie cutter pastor. She's a rough lady, and I wouldn't mess with her. But yeah, because of her book and her talking about working with people who are like the way she was, and it just gave me a whole new view of them, a much more compassionate, much more loving view of people who are at that state in life, in their lives. So that's Pastrix by Nadia Bolz-Weber. Open to change. Share a book that has changed who you are as a person or altered your day-to-day habits. Okay, I'm going to say one that is probably not going to be a popular answer. But bear with me. The book I'm going to say for this one, share a book that has changed who you are as a person and altered your day-to-day habits. I have to say, the Judeo-Christian Bible. I will caveat this with, I do not believe that the Bible is the unerring word of God. It's gone through lots of changes. It's written by lots of hands, lots of people. And over the years, as I said, it's gone through a number of changes as it's been translated and translated and translated and copied. But whether you believe in it or not, whether you believe it's real or not, is neither here nor there, because there is stuff in it that is valuable to life. Things like the Sermon on the Mount, and the Good Samaritan story. There are stories and parables throughout, especially in the New Testament, that I felt changed me as I read them and considered them and applied them to my life. As I was saying with Pastrix, I was a much more cynical, much more shallow person when I was younger. And just like with Pastrix, the Judeo-Christian Bible had stuff in it that just made me change me. And it definitely has changed me as a person, and has altered my day-to-day habits. I currently don't go to any church. I currently don't have anything that I adhere to that I say I am fill in a denomination. But even still, having read it, I feel I got a lot out of it. And there is a lot of good stuff in it. There's also a lot of controversial stuff in it. Take it with a grain of salt, because you take into account when it was written and why it was written, and you can understand a lot more. So there's that one. And then the fourth prompt is browse a bookstore, library, or a friend's shelves. Well, I had to go pick up a book at the library. I had to go pick up People in the Trees by Hanya Yanagihara, which I had on hold, and it came due. So I went to get it, and while I was there, I filmed some footage in the library. So let's cut to that. So to start with, this is the view from the parking lot of the public library where I live. Just mountains all around. So already, browsing at the library starts out as a Zen experience, because you've got the mountains just overlooking you. Now let's go inside. Browsing libraries can be very zen, very peaceful if you don't go on a hunt and destroy mission. And you actually just look at what's available and decide bit by bit. Take as long as you like. Because it's just stacks and stacks of books, all just waiting to be read. I think every library has a little corner like this where you can just sit and browse and read. And then go for more books. Because there's always more books. So that was my public library. Library? Did I say that? That was our public library. And it's a nice one. It's a country library. It's got a great setting, as you saw. And I guess that rounds up this particular book tag. So I'm supposed to tag some people. And once again, I always forget to make notes in here of who I want to tag. So I am going to just wing it. I'm not sure who has done this. So if I tag you and you've already done it, do it again. I'm going to tag Read by Fred. Let me get this in here. Read by Fred. Read by Fred. If you haven't checked out that channel, you need to check it out. This guy's a character, and you'll love him. You really will. So Read by Fred, and I'm going to do who else am I going to do? I think MJ has already been tagged by Micah. Oh, who else can I tag? I'm going to tag Book Time with Elvis. And I think I have that one right. If not, it will be correct in the description down below. Another fun channel, a British man living in Czechoslovakia, I think, something like that. And he just loves books, just like the rest of us. And I need to come up with one more, so I am going to do Courtney at Tangible Reads. Tangible Reads. Okay, so that's 3. And again, if you've already done it, you've already done it. If not, get on the ball. It's a cute little tag. It's a short one. Doesn't take a lot of time. That's about it. So, again, we'll talk to you later. I've got lots of great stuff coming up in the next few weeks, over the next month. So be sure to keep tuning in. I love you guys. I love the fact that you let me get up here and ramble on about books. And I love the fact that you give me comments and that you subscribe and all that other stuff that's part of YouTube. So just great big thanks to y'all for enabling my hobby. How's that? Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.